Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these really fun and versatile beaded pendants. These are really quick and easy to make once you get the hang of it, and really great for using up like odd beads like this one that I had lying around that I didn't know what to do with. So you can use any shape, any size of bead for this. It works just the same no matter the shape and size, so that's great. And they're really versatile as well. You can use them on hoop earrings, you can use them like I have here on a beaded rope. So this is the one from my previous video. I'm going to be showing you how to do this size of loop to fit that rope that we did in the previous video, but you can adjust the loop if you want to do it just on a regular chain as well. That will look really nice. Yeah, so to make one of these you're going to need some size 11 beads. I'm using Delica beads. You can use round seed beads, it will just have a little bit of a different finish because they don't stack together so neatly. It will still work, but there might be some gaps between the beads rather than having flush straight rows. So this is the Delica bead that I'm going to be using. And then your other bead for the actual pendant, any shape, any size. Like I said, I'm using this glass fish bead, which is really cute. You'll need a beading needle, size 12, this is a hemline beading needle, and thread, your choice of beading thread. I'm using 6 pound fire lining crystal and I'm using 20 inches. And that's everything. So let me just show you a little closer what these look like. So really simple, really nice design. They just slide off nice and easy. So you can change them around, use them for different things. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is pick up 3 beads onto your thread and slide those down until they're 4 inches from the end. And then picking up 3 more, you're going to go up through all 3 of those that you started with. So you have this. Now you're going to pick up 6. And coming out of the top bead on this side, you're going to go down through the top bead on the other side, just through that first bead, keeping it pulled nice and tight. So you have this. Now you're coming out the bottom of this bead, you need to go across so you're level and go up into the bead that's level with it. So up through this one and 3 more, so up through 4 beads in total. Pull that nice and tight. Now you're going to pick up 6 again. 4, 5, 6. And do the same again. Coming out the top of this one, you're going to go down through the top bead on the other column. Across and up through the top 4 beads on the other side. So for this, same again, picking up 6, down through the top bead on this side, across level and up through the top 4 beads. So right now we have this, and again, picking up 6 again, and going down through the top bead on the other side, across level and up through the top 4 beads on this side. Pull it nice and tight. I'm going to do the same thing one more time, so picking up 6, down through this one on this side, coming across and going up through the top 4 beads. Now if you were doing this for a bigger rope to go around a bigger rope, or smaller to go around a chain or something, you can do less or more rows. The technique's just exactly the same. You might want to add 2 beads each time instead of 3. Sorry, not 3. We're adding 3 on a side, so we're adding 6 beads each time, but you might want to add 4 beads each time to make rows of 2. But that just depends. This one's just going to fit the 3-sided rope that we made in the previous video. So if you need to make it a little bit bigger, keep on going with the rows, but you don't have to pick up 6 beads each time. For example, you could just pick up 2 now, going into this one and back up through 2. That would make 1 more extra row. Or you could pick up 4 beads, that would be 2 on this side and 2 on this side, if you see what I mean. So we're doing 6 each time, so we're adding 3 rows each time. But right now we have 18 rows, so there we're going to finish. So from the side that you're coming out of here, you're going to take your needle down all the way through the other side. Make sure you're not skipping a bead. Getting through all of those and that last one. So we're going to go through all of those and then all the way back up the other side as well, just to straighten everything out a little bit. So all the way along. To the other end. Now we have this. Now what you're going to do is fold it in half. We're coming out of this one here on this side, go into the one level, make sure it's not twisted, so it's like this, going down through the first bead opposite, like that. Now moving across and up through the top bead on the other side of the column. Oops. So we're coming out the top bead here, we're going to go across to the other side, down through the bead at the top of that matching column. Pull it nice and tight. And then that should all be joined together now, but because it might just be a bit loose still, we're coming out the bottom of this one, I'm going to go across, up through the one level, and into the one on the other side, level with it. Keep pulling it tight, closing it back up. Now we're here, going across and down through this one level and the one after. So pull it nice and tight, and that should be our join all secured nicely. I'm just going to move my needle now through several beads just away from where the join was. So we're here. Now we're just going to add our special bead. So to do that, I'm going to pick up one of the delicate beads and then pick up the special bead and then one more of the delicate beads and slide that all down until it's right up against the piece like this. And then what we're going to do is, ignoring that last delicate bead, you're not going to go back through that, but you're going to go back through the special bead and through that delicate bead as well. And now you need to check which side of this 2 columns you're coming out of. So it's already coming out of this one, so you need to go into the bead that's right next to that, through this one, through the same side, so through this side. Gone through the one after as well, that doesn't matter. So then pull that down, and if you hold on to this bead on the end, this little delicate bead, as you pull it through, and then let it tighten all the way up to the piece. So you have this. Now I'm going to move the needle away a little bit and pull it really tight. So we have this. So now all that's left to do is to tie your knots. You're going to take your needle under and through the middle. So you're going to capture those threads that connect the beads together. Create a loop and go through that loop twice from the bottom to the top. When the knot tightens, make sure it tightens next to the bead that you're coming out of. Pull it really tight and then move on through several beads. It's important that you move away from any knots you tie before you cut your thread. Pull that really tight so the knot vanishes inside the bead, and then you can cut that thread off once you're happy it's secure, and do the same with your tail thread and you'll be all finished. So that is your pendant all finished. So this is what they all turned out like. So cute. It's so fun to be able to use up beads that you might not have had use for otherwise, especially like this one, which is, I just had this in a big bag of mixed random glass beads, check glass beads. They were all like individual ones, just a mixed lucky bag. But I love this bead, but I don't really know what to do with it. So hopefully you're able to use up some special beads that you've got in your stash. Comment down below and like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed, to see more of my videos, and let me know what else you'd like to see. And follow me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah. I'd love to see what pendants you make. If you make a charm bracelet, charm necklace, earrings, please let me know. I'd love to see photos. You can send them there to me. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.